Hi people, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Zee and I run this YouTube page. But if you're not new here, you might know me from Instagram under the handle Melly Beauty. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about things that I got for my full face of Korean beauty video. So if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I actually already did like a whole super long IG story a couple of weeks ago on the products I got for my full face of Korean beauty video. I figured I wanted to share with y'all on YouTube what I got. Some of them are going to be like a cult favorites. Others are going to be like things you've never heard of before and I've never heard of before, being a fan of like makeup and K-beauty and all that. So yeah, let's get into it with a little sip of coffee. So all of the stuff that I got is in here. I also have some stuff which I did not get but I do have, which I will like insert at the end of the video as like, you know, honorable mention of things like that. So let's start off with primer. So the primer that I got is the No Problem primer from Touch in Seoul. This primer is definitely like a cult favorite. I learned about this primer from Miss Darcy on YouTube. Like, you guys should watch Miss Darcy. She's really funny. If you like Liza Koshy, you will like Miss Darcy. Technically, Miss Darcy is like the main reason why I got this primer, because she really likes it. She uses it in a lot of her videos. So I wanted to try it out. The only gripe I have with this primer is that when it came to me, like the top, I don't know whether you can see it, basically right there, it's not like completely filled. And I'm just like, is it supposed to be like that? Or did I get a dud? Because quite a number of people on Shopee were saying that this didn't come completely filled. So I was just like, yeah, that's the primer that I got. Then the next thing that I got is, this is actually because I found out about this product from Minsko on YouTube. She's a Korean beauty YouTuber, and this is a particular release only in Korea. It hasn't been released globally yet. So that is the Sebum Soak line from Etude House. The one that I got is the T-Zo base. So basically this is like an essence. Think of like the Cover FX mattifying drop, something like that, but a little bit more thicker, a little bit more on like the essence kind of side. So yeah, I just wanted to try this because I call it my eye zone basically. So my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and right under my eyes is like my oily spot. So I wanted to try this and see whether that works out. So yeah. Next up is foundation, and the foundation that I got is from Nature Republic. This is in shade Y23. This is their Provence Air Skin Fit One Day Lasting Foundation. So this is the box, and this is what the foundation looks like. It looks okay, a little. I'm more orangey pink. This is more like grey, yellow kind of. But I think it'll work. It will work. We'll make it work. So this is the foundation that I got for the video. I haven't heard a lot of people talk about this. I decided I want to try it out. Shade Rain sucks though. This is like the darker shade that we have. Moving on from that is powder. Not powder. Concealer. But concealer is something that I already own, so I'm going to talk about that at the end of the video. Because I didn't exactly buy it for the video. I already had it before I thought of this video idea. So moving on from that. Sorry, I looked over there because it's getting really warm in here and I wondered why. My air conditioning is kind of broken because it's at 17 degrees and it's on like powerful fan mode, but I'm sweating. I don't know why. I don't even have lights. No. So yeah. Moving on to powder. So the powder that I got is the Eclipse. Let's call it Eclipse. I think it's a play on words for Eclipse. So this is the Eclipse powder pack in number 25, shade 25. Sorry, it's called the Blur powder pack in shade 25. And this is what it looks like. Really simple packaging. The powder puff came out. So it comes with a powder puff, which I'm probably going to throw out and never use anyway. And then this is what it comes with. It comes with a little plastic stopper where you put the powder puff, a mirror. So yeah, powder packed. Next up is, usually after powder I would do bronzer. So I have two bronzers. The first one that I got is actually from the Sem. This is their Semo Single Blusher in the shade Call Me Brown. So this looks really light. Sorry, it's not open. Like, it looks really light. It looks like almost this, like slightly darker than my skin tone. Like, it looks like my natural like tan on my face. So I was worried that this would be too light for my skin, so I got a backup, which is the cult classic Too Cool for School Art Class by Rodin bronzer contour kind of thing. So this is what the packaging looks like. I'm sure you've seen it before. And you see it comes with such cute packaging. I had to like shove it back in. I'm sure you know what it looks like, but I'm just gonna like, you know what, I'm gonna rip it off. I'll rip it off. Yep. Bye. I'm sorry. I threw it. I'll throw this away. This is what the inside looks like. I'm sure you've seen it before. So yeah. And this will suit me better. It will suit me better in terms of like contour than bronzing. It is more like cool tone than an actual bronzer. But I'm cool with that. I'm okay with that. So that's the Art Class by Rodin bronzer. And then moving on to blush. So I have only one blush. I want to get one more, to be honest. And that is the Eclipse Cheek Fit Blusher in number 6. Fig Cheek Fit. Oh my god, why do they make such a tongue twister? So this is what the color looks like. Very up my alley. Very pinky peachy kind of color. And then I kind of want to get the rose one, which is a shade up from this. It's more like cool tone. So yeah, I want to get another one. That is the blusher. For highlighter, I got one from Etude House. I didn't really like this. I wanted to get the Clio highlighter, but that is so expensive. It's like 20 bucks a highlighter. So I decided to get this one instead. This is from Etude House. It's their Face Shine Highlighter in Starlight. This looks a lot like Vanilla Quartz from Becca. Like the shade is very similar in my opinion. And we'll see how this goes for if it's a dupe or not. We'll see. Moving on to eyes. So for eyes, I already have like an eye stuff. We'll talk about it at the end of the video once again. So moving on to eyeshadow. I bought a new eyeshadow. I already have one from Holika Holika. It's the Holika Holika 12-piece matching eyeshadow palette in Mature Peach. But I got this because it's coffee inspired. Like the theme is coffee and I've always wanted to try it. It's the Etude House Play Color Eyes eyeshadow palette in, what is the name? Caffeine Holic. So this is what the packaging looks like and this is what the palette looks like. Ah, it's coffee based. Ah, I love coffee. Speaking of coffee, let's go for a coffee break. So this is what the palette looks like on the inside. Very, very warm tone. Very, very brown. Oh my god, my favorite shades. Oh my god, let me just... And one of the... I'm just gonna take out the sponge tip. I don't use sponge tips anyway. So yeah, this is what the palette looks like. Totally everyday shades. So yeah, moving on. Eyelashes. So I've actually tried Etude House lashes before when they had the old line. I'm gonna insert a photo right here. And I used it for prom back in secondary school and I really liked those lashes. They were more like the length wise was reminiscent of Western style of like being really long and you had to like cut them down and stuff like that. In terms of the style, they were definitely more Korean style. Just that the band length is a lot like your typical eyelashes from a Western brand. So they scrapped it and then they redid their eyelash line. So I have one of them. It's called Open Eye, like the style is called Open Eye, and as you can see, the lash band is actually a lot shorter than your average false eyelashes, and on top of that, like the lash is also pretty short. When I first saw it, I didn't know how to feel about it because I'm so used to seeing Western style false eyelashes, but then now that I've stared at it for quite a while now and I'm like really looked at it, I actually really like it. It's more everyday friendly and it's more for beginners, I would say, and it's pretty cheap too. It's $5 a pack if you buy it in store, Singaporean dollars by the way. I find that this is really great for people who have never worn false lashes before, so they can start off with this so that it's not so overwhelming and then move their way up to like Western style lashes, which is like really long, really dramatic and like intimidating. So yeah, and then is that all? Yeah, that's all for like the stuff that I bought for the video. So let's just go into some honorable mentions that are not for the video or I already have them. So some of honorable mention is the CosRx kind of like essence stuff. So I have the AHA and the BHA kind of like serums kind of thing. Power liquid is what it's called. This is for my blackheads because I get really bad clogged pores and it drives me nuts because as soon as I forget to do my skincare for one day, the clogged pores are horrendous. They are so bad. So yeah. And then another thing is I got the Acne Pimple Master Patch from CosRx as well. I've tried pimple patches from the Watson brand and I really like them, so I wanted to try like better quality ones, so I got these. So yeah, let me just put away everything and then we'll talk about the products that I already have in my collection that were not for this video but I already have. So yeah, I'll be right back. And I'm back. So some of the items that I already have before like I even thought of this video idea are primer, concealer, eyeliner, brows, and eyeshadow palette. So let's start off with the eyeshadow palette first because I did mention it. The eyeshadow palette that I already had is the Mature Peach, as I've said, and this is what it looks like. This is the old packaging when they first came out with like the glossy play line. I think it was their spring-summer collection of 2018, either 2018 or 2017. Somewhere there, most likely 2018. So this is what the palette looks like. It's totally different packaging now because they came out with several other color schemes in this format of eyeshadow palette. So this is what the palette looks like, a whole palette of freaking neutrals, and I freaking love it because it's great for every day, though I still... Okay, no, it's okay. I thought I dug my finger in there, no, it's fine. And then second one is the concealer. So the concealer I have is a cult favorite. It's the Kill Cover Pro Artist Liquid Concealer from Clio. The one that I have right here, the one that I have is actually like the old formula. Apparently they came out with a new formulation where it's like more pigment for the same amount of product. In this packaging you get 7.7 ml or 7.7 grams, and you still get the same amount in the new formulation. It's just supposedly more pigmented, hence equals to more expensive. Because this, when I first bought this like years ago, this was $19.90 per tube, but now it's $25.90 per tube, and I'm just like, what? No. But yeah, I haven't finished my second tube, so I'm finishing this one. That's a concealer. Primer is actually, this is a gift from my classmate and my friend. This is the VDL Lumi Layer Primer Fresh. And as you can see, I used like quite a bit of it already. This is actually one of my favorite primers. If I'm going for a foundation that I know is too matte for my skin and will dry out my skin, because I have quite a few like matte foundations and I do like to set my face with powder. This gives that barrier between my skin and the matte foundation, so it's not as drying on my skin, and I really like this. So yeah, I don't know whether I want to use this one or the No Problem primer in my video. I might use both, we'll see. But yeah, this is one of the primers I have. Next up, oh, I forgot to talk about this. This is the Bia Last Shadow Duo in Social Ball. I think this is what I call Social Duo. This is my favorite eyeshadow palette duo, whatever, in my entire collection. Like if I don't know what I want to do, this is the eyeshadow palette I will reach for, and this is what it looks like. It's very simple, very everyday, and like it just has a matte and a shimmer shade, that's it. But it's so good, it's like so good, which is why I want the Bia Trot Star eyeshadow palette, which I'll include a photo right here. If that palette has the same quality as this one, I'm sold. I'm 100% sold. So yeah, I have two more items to talk about which I already owned before thinking of this video concept, and that is the Tony Moly Gel Eyeliner. After trying this out, I was like, yeah, I like eyeliners like in pencil form and in liquid form, but gel eyeliners in a pot form is just, no, it's so much hassle, like in my opinion. Like, I like the formula, I just don't like the packaging. And then last but not least is the Etude House Drawing Eyebrow. So this is another cult classic. I personally prefer the color of the Innisfree ones because they're a little bit more ashy, a little bit more cool. This is very like red undertone, which I'm not really down for. So yeah, that's all the products I have. Sorry, that was a motorcycle. Anyway, that's all the products I have for my K-beauty video. You might realize though that I don't have a mascara for this video, and the reason being I have a lot of mascaras from Essence Cosmetics that I really like and that are really good quality, so I don't feel the need to get a Korean beauty mascara, and a lot of them are really expensive. From the reviews that I've seen, they don't like perform that great. They are not what I look for in a mascara, so I'm just not gonna spend my money on mascara. And plus, mascaras you're supposed to throw out every 3 months, and I don't wear makeup every day, if at all, so I'm kind of worried that they will go off or like go bad really quickly. So I'm just not gonna buy a mascara from a K-beauty brand. So yeah, that's all for the video that I have today. Let's go into K-pop idol of the moment, NCT's Johnny. I'm going to talk about NCT's Johnny, but there's a few other idols from NCT in the same vein as well, and that is their Help Johnny Marquee series. So actually, to be honest, they did a video for the Help Johnny Markey series like a year ago, which I didn't realize was part of the Help Johnny Markey kind of series. So I just thought it was like NCT on crack like usual, you know. So yeah, they helped Chandler tweet Stephen Curry because Chandler is a very big basketball fan and his favorite player is Stephen Curry. And I was like a little bit like, bro, what? That whole video was just like them on crack basically, especially when Johnny and Mark was like teaching Chandler like abbreviations, like slang. So when it came to like BFF, they put on such a white girl like BFF, BFF, best friends forever. And I was just like, oh my god. No. And Chandler looks so like, am I really doing this? If you see my Twitter, I have like a whole Twitter feed about it. Like a Twitter. I did a whole like, if you want to see more crack from me, go to my Twitter, follow me on Twitter. I have a lot of I tweeted on Twitter saying about how like I kind of have a feeling, or did I comment on the video? I don't know, but I kind of have a feeling that Chandler thinks of that whole video as like a fever dream. Like you've done the video and it's been like maybe 2 weeks since that video, and then he's like, did I really do that? Maybe, I'm not so sure. I don't remember whether I really actually did that. And then the video comes out on YouTube and he's like, oh wait, I actually really did that. Wow. And then when the video came out, literally a day later, Stephen Curry tweeted, not to Chandler's tweet, no, he tweeted to that video link tweet. Citizens were just going nuts over it. And then Stephen Curry followed Chandler on Weibo, and yeah, the rest is history basically. And I'm just like, wow. Now, and citizens are just like, if that is what it took for Chandler to be noticed by Stephen Curry, how about me, like fans to NCT? And I was just like, okay guys, calm down. Calm down. So yeah, that's my idol of the moment, NCT's Johnny Markey series featuring Chandler. So yeah, that's it for my video today. If you guys like the video, subscribe, ring your notifications, the whole shebang, like my video, whatever, yada yada yada. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!